Hey, all the people, how's it going? I'm gonna be streaming again. Hopefully, audio's coming through all right. Let's see if I can mute this before. Oh, I gotta wait for. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming. I'm gonna get it. But how's it going, everybody? We got Deeble. Deeble, what's going on? Remini, of course. Kumbert. Deeble, what's Kai, the creator. Remini, there's, that's what I was waiting for. But okay, there we go. How y'all doing? We'd be doing a lot of pixel art today. I'm the old Norm. I want old beer. What's an old Norm? You're echoing. Oh, yeah. That's what I was waiting to turn off. It echoes like every time. Damen Kearney. Mudrid. Hopefully I pronounced that right. How's it going? You're either Damen Kearney or Mudrid. One of those. Either way. Hello. Am I echoing still? Did you finish the pipes from the last stream? I did not. I literally turned off the stream. I haven't worked on it since last stream. So we are picking up right where we left off, if you're watching last stream. I died 11 p.m. Yes, you're still. I'm still echoing. Am I echoing to anybody besides other Vincent? Oh, so you are not echoing anymore. Okay, we're good. It's doing well, and I go by either alias. What's the plural of alias? Because alias ends with S. We're going to look it up. Plural of alias. It's aliases, is it really? Do we trust AI? Excuse me. Here, this sounds a little bit more reliable. Aliases. Seems like it should be something like alii. Right? Don't you think? Hello. Oh, man. Have I called you Acomatico in the past or Achomatico in the past? I don't know. Which one's correct? Is it ch or k? That's why English is the worst. Oh, sorry, my fault. Anyways. Don't trust anyone. I don't. Except you, Leapic. I trust you. With my life. Don't break that trust now. Pronounced aliases. Aliases. Oh, okay, like E. Not aliases. Aliases. I see. I don't have the AI thing, and I'm happy. For like when you search something, like check it out. What is food? Oh, I didn't do it here because it was like a dumb question. Let's see. I did it for like plural of alien. Yeah, see? AI overview. And then it's been given like a bunch of like just factually incorrect stuff because it's feeding off the internet. Like there's people who make spoof. No, it's not spoof. It's a what's it called? It's a type of humor, but they make pretend news articles as jokes. And then, but the AI can't tell the difference between satire and real stuff. And so it's been like, well, in this year, since you're looking for this information, here's what we have. And that's like just fake. Yeah, like from The Onion. So, yeah, doesn't quite work. And then I saw another case where it was telling you an ingredient for a recipe included gasoline. It's like, yep, that's AI on point. Should you put glue on your pizza? Yeah, there's another one. There's AI chat overview on chat streams. Yep, we're doing a. Yep. Okay. Anyway, let's close this down and look at this. Look what we're drawing. We got a bunch of stuff. Oh, we need to turn on the music. Get the music going. Hang on. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that Fairly music going. I almost typed in Fairly music. That's not it. Free to use jazz Nintendo music. You'd think it'd just show up as, oh, it's becoming more of a result every time I search that. It's one of the benefits of some AI, I suppose. There we go. Mr. Streamer, did you play How Fish is Made? I have not. Wait, I actually do trust something. I trust Reddit. A great thing to trust. I actually like don't even use Reddit like ever. Discord's chat summary is hilarious. Discord's chat summary. I don't know what that is. How many 7 until 7 will re-7? I don't know. What will AI say about... You are just obsessed with that, aren't you? See, but if you Google... Let's see. What is... I'm going to do it off screen because it's... You guys like to be the worst. It just says what. This is the results. It gives me the definition for what is. For what. It just ignores this. It's like I don't even know what that is. That's all it does. But apparently in YouTube, it shows different results every time you use it. I think it maybe accesses your history or something, or does something like that. So right now, when I search that, I get my own stream, Crab Rave, and Super Crazy Kids Ice Cream Scoop Soccer Balls to Learn Color and Number for Kids 3D Toddler Learning Video. Yep. Interesting. AKA, YouTube is broken. Search just... It's nothing. Click your stream. Watch that. Nah. We did that already. And the cough won't go away. I better drink some water. Alright. So here's what we're doing. We got this scene that we're building. We're going to have people in the tubes. They're not going to look like that. That's just our placeholder people. But we need to improve this thing so it's more uniform, I think. It fits a little bit better above each one of these. And then come up with some kind of symbol for each thing that works, you know. This is like, oh, I can't read that word. Suzik pie. Don't search up Suzik pie. I won't. Don't let your kids watch kids videos on YouTube. The only time they do, I'm watching it with them. So they're safe. It never autoplays because I don't let it. And even then, like, yeah. Tube people, I'm a better model. Modal? Better modal? Click the ice cream. No, we'll pass on the ice cream. Might get copy struck. Current 3D project progress. Spent way too long on making the default mouse rotation feel decent. I still have arrow key rotation, and most people will probably just use that, but yeah. Nice. It's pretty good. Inverted roguelike seems interesting, not gonna lie. Sure is. I would hope so, because I'm making it. Alright, but let's work on this. Let's get going. The nice thing about heavy pixel art in the stream is it doesn't take a lot of brain power to work on it, which means I can more easily keep up with chat potentially. Well, I say that, but then I'm probably just gonna not be able to keep up with chat anyway. So we can make these hang a little bit less, I think, by just going like this. It look a little bit more like a tube than anything, I think. But that's okay. I think we still need this. We can do that. Like so. I think we're going to do the same over here. There's no need to make it look like a tube. But maybe we do need it to look like that, because then it will appear as like a power cable, you know, instead of looking like a tube. Artindi, opinions on RPG story games with different routes, like actual routes with endings, not the fake route endings. It's like an RPG where if you make a choice, it actually changes the ending. Can you name an example of a game that does that? Oh, I don't need to do that. I just need to copy paste this over. But we'll take these and save them on the side here, just in case we end up copy pasting a bunch of stuff. Play SPO. I like the hanging cables better. Yeah, I'm thinking that hanging cables will get the idea across a little bit clearer. Well, maybe we can just try to clean it up a little and make it look good. Undertale. I have never played Undertale, actually. Does it have multiple endings? Like multiple legit endings, not just a pretend ending? I think either way we need to move this over considerably. I don't know. How's it look? How's this look? Look cabley enough? Excuse me. Heretic, is that another one? Heretic. Is that a movie? Nope. But Undertale is a pretty famous game. Undertale. Does it legit have different endings and things? The RPG game where you don't have to destroy anyone. Dun dun dun. And you die. Okay, wait. Let's see. There's no middle ground, and you die in 2 of them. I have played the game. I own the game. You're talking about Undertale, or you're talking about... let's see, you're talking about... Spew. Talking about Spew. Today I was literally calling you a heretic for not playing Undertale. Oh, okay, I see. I thought you were saying the name of a game. I was like, okay, there's an example. Well, no, I've never played it. Sorry. People love it, though. Not sure what the point is, though. Let's read. Welcome to Undertale. It's the RPG. You control a human who falls underground into the world of monsters. Now you must find your way out, or stay trapped forever. Healthy Dog's warning. The game contains imagery that may be harmful to players with photosensitive epilepsy or similar conditions. Wait, so that's the entire synopsis? That's it. That's all you get. See, I don't know why I would want to play it besides the overwhelmingly positive reviews. I don't know, because it's a very story-rich game, but that's all I get about the story. There's no pull besides the game where you don't have to destroy anyone. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a game about relationships, but I don't know. For me, I just haven't had enough of a sales pitch, I suppose, for me to care to play it, or you know, try it out or whatever. I know it's a fun game. Like, obviously, it's really good. I mean, look at that. But yeah, I don't know. An Artindi Undertale stream would be deliciously delightful. Crazy. Yeah, it does have multiple endings. Cool. Undertale is a banger. Everybody says it's an amazing game, and there's tons of conversation about its game design and stuff. But yeah, Artindi, you got to play the game to figure out the story. Trust me, it's good. So they keep the story under wraps because that's the strong point of the game. Try reading reviews. Seems like Postal 2D. I don't like Undertale. It's overrated, and the music is mid. The Empire has spoken. He has given his opinion. Nice. Doesn't care what other people think. It would suck, really, watching it, but relationships do happen in it. I really do not like Undertale. Well, I guess there's a couple people that don't like Undertale. I don't like, and I'm sure many of you guys already noticed, I don't like Celeste, but it's also a highly rated game and people love it. But just subjectively, I don't like it. But objectively, I recognize the quality of its game design. Undertale, though, I think must have high quality game design, but I feel like subjectively I wouldn't care to play it. But maybe, I don't know, because I haven't played it and they don't really tell me enough about it to say whether I would care to play it. Killing is unnecessary. Negotiate a danger using unique battle system. Time your attacks for extra damage, then dodge enemy attacks in a style reminiscent of top-down shooters. Original art and soundtrack brimming with personality. Soulful, character-rich story with emphasis on humor. Created mostly by one person. Become friends with all of the bosses. At least 5 dogs. You can date a skeleton. Now there are 6 dogs? Maybe you won't want to date the skeleton. I thought I found a 7th dog, but it was actually just the 3rd dog. If you play this game, can you count the dogs for me? I'm not good at it. That's pretty funny. Artindi, what is your opinion on opinions? I think opinions are great. I think everybody is entitled to an opinion. I also think a lot of people have dumb opinions, but it's their right. People can choose to have a dumb opinion. I don't like most of the story-driven games. That's fair. I don't mind a game that's driven by story, but if, and this is just personal preference, if they sacrifice game to tell the story, sometimes I don't like that, but sometimes I do. I don't know. It depends on the game, I think. It's alright to not like a game, in my opinion. It's just not fun when someone never plays a game or barely tries it and then just says, game bad. That's fair. Like, I can't say anything about this game because I've never played it. And if I played it only for like 5 minutes, I haven't given it enough time to really give it a good analysis. Usually when I critique, not just critique, but when I like rate games officially or give some really deep opinion about something, I have to play it a little longer just to be as fair as possible. Goofy humor game, yeah. Artindi, is Cumbert sad? Watch the Switch trailer for, as Cumbert said, watch the Switch trailer for Undertale. The Switch trailer. Do I have to look that up? Switch trailer for Undertale. I spelled tail wrong. Whoops. Nintendo Switch release trailer. Here, I think this is the one. We're gonna get copy struck. Might have to mute it so we don't get copy struck. Is this Undertale? This doesn't look like Undertale. Oh, they're getting there. Acclaimed indie hit, now a Nintendo Switch. Traverse an RPG world full of lovable monsters. Slay them, spare them, decide their fate, make strong friends, and deadly enemies. Almost no new content, same as it ever was. We've shown these events every trailer so far, ain't stopping now. So like every boss is just a mini game. It looks like absolutely random. Looks like a no rules game where anything goes. Which is probably cool. I don't know. I'm not dissing or praising. As what's your opinion on opinions about opinions? Oh, probably about the same thing as my opinion on opinions, actually. The Deltarune demo is free. Please. Please what? Please what? You've said please a couple times now. There's a lot of endings and fun characters, and then you just start saying please. Wow, this is a cool pixel art stream. I know. You enjoying the pixel art? Quit distracting me. It's your fault. That's okay. You guys can distract me. Is it this easy to distract Artindi? No. You're that easy to distract. I think this will do. Looks good enough, don't it? You guys don't like it when I get distracted? Actually, let's do a poll. Let's find out. Start a poll. Do you enjoy it when I get distracted? Yes or no? Start poll. You guys are here to make me work on my game. That's true. But I also said, even if you distract me, there's a net positive. There's more work being done on the game than there would if I wasn't streaming. Even if you distract me a lot. True story. Ta-da. Bro even distracts himself. That's what I do. That's what I do. I don't have opinions on it. Can I answer with both? No. Actually, I should probably redo it and just say both. It'd make it so there wasn't 91% on yes. I don't know, but sure, I guess. It'd be fun to see you get sidetracked. Wait, you haven't seen me get sidetracked then? Welcome to the stream. I'm dumb. Glad to have you here. The stream where we try to work on games and then just get distracted a lot. That one's already up there. This one, we'll put Orachial. Actually, I think it's supposed to be on this guy. But now we need a symbol for everything else. Let's look. We need... Oh, I can't see what it is. Okay, more floor hazards, longer paths. That shouldn't be too hard. Stronger bots. I don't know what I'm going to do there. More bots. I could do a heart for stronger bots. Stronger bots. I don't know what I'm going to do for more bots. I could just do like a plus sign maybe. I don't know. There's not a lot of... Oh, that was the other thing we're going to do. We're going to we were going to try to increase the size of this display so I had more pixels to work with. Which actually might make it look better. So yeah, let's do that. Well, more pixels for sure. I don't know if we're going to keep this spike symbol, because that definitely doesn't look like what the floor hazards look like. I think those cables should be tangled more. Well, there's just not a lot of room to work with, but we also don't want to tangle them too much, because they're the thing that communicates that power is being redirected, you know? So someone will be in here, and then if you save the person, the power will stop being directed there, and instead be directed here, to communicate that the environment will get harder now that you've saved a person. Yeah? Ya, ¿me entiende? That's Spanish for, do you understand me? You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, I think we're just gonna delete these again. That'll be the easiest thing to make a uniform. So we can just copy paste again. Copy paste every day. Artindi, really weird boss idea. A boss I can save. I'm trying to work and read at the same time. It's not working. A boss that can save load like the player. They will save over attacks and reload them during the fight, with the caveat being they only load attacks that hit you. Interesting. You know, I was just thinking the other day, if they made wait, is it different somehow? What happened? Where? What? What's going on? No, it's the same. We good. I was thinking it'd be cool if like there were AI enemies that learned how you played, and then they would just like adapt to become more difficult for you. So depending on how you play, they can be like, oh, okay, I see what your typical strategy is, so I'm going to adjust and play this way. And I don't know of any games that specifically do that. Like there's some really clever, smart AI out there, but I don't know any games that like literally change how they adjust their AI to match you specifically, you know? The more bots, one should be a rabbit head. That's funny. Undertale reference. Nice. English or Spanish? English. Well, that would be, oh yeah, it would be really hard for people who want to cheese the game. Exactly, and that's kind of the point. It's like, oh, I can just memorize this pattern or do this thing, and then, but the AI will watch you once. Like you'll beat the AI once, and they'll just be like, all right, try that again, you know? But like I'd want it to be complex enough where you'd probably have to have some pretty intense AI. So it'd have to be complex enough that it would, like almost like machine learning but faster, right? So it sees what you do, but because it's only working in a specific situation, it doesn't necessarily have to machine learn. But it will see what you do and be like, okay, well, I can make a strategy to adjust now, and then beat you. It'd be like the taskmaster of video game bosses or enemies. It'd be really cool. Yeah, looks good. I think that's some decent progress. We got to come up with a symbol for each one of these, though. I forgot what this one is. Let's look it out. Let's figure it out. Let's figure this out. It's supposed to be, let's see, oh, larger bombs. Yeah, so we got faster charger, faster fire rate, larger bombs, and that should be pretty easy. We just go like this, make a circle. Circle time. That's a square. Give me circle. There. That's a bomb, right? It's not a target, it's a bomb. And floor hazards, we'll leave it like that for now. Especially with the fact you can record a player fighting, so it would simulate the fight over and over and try random things until it works. That's true. Like it'd be like, all right, give me a second, but it's AI and the computer, and so it's like really smart. It's like, hang on, let me plan this out, and it's actually like 4 seconds, but it simulates a fight with you 300 times. And it's like, all right, let's go again, and then it just annihilates you. So the only way the player could ever beat, well, they'll beat it a few times, but then after a while, the only way they'll be able to beat it is if they dramatically change their play style. Every time they fight it. But even then, I feel like it would be smart enough to predict. It would start to predict how you would change your play style, and counter you before you even realize it. For more bots, there should be a wabbit. I've heard that. I think we should probably just do like a plus sign. I think it's this one that's supposed to be that. Oops. Or we could do like, make a little robot. That just looks like a skeleton key. That didn't work at all. Plus sign. That's awkward. I think all the screens need to go down one anyway. But then this one will be off because this one's an even. That one's odd. So if I bring it down one, it's going to also put it off. Well, shoot. This one will be good. But I think we want that 2 pixels up on top anyway. So we might have to redraw this. We could just have it be like, oops, like this. Make this just a little bigger. And that one's fine. This one will just need to be redrawn as well. Make a smaller circle. YouTube's loading. No, there goes a Wabbit season. Play really bad the first time, and it would be easy on the second. Yeah, there you go. The AI would still be good without learning, but that might work. Yeah. Or you have to like play in a particular way and just keep repeating that until the AI gets it hard grained that you're playing a certain way, and then just totally switch it up all of a sudden. That looks like a hospital. Oh, this does? Yes. Except it's not. Wait, who said that? Green Master. Welcome to the stream, Green Master. Oh, you've already been on the stream for a while. Why are you saying it looks like a hospital? You know what it is, right? Or have you? Do you know anything about this game? Is this your first stream? I don't think I've seen you around. It's not a hospital though. It's I don't know what it is. Probably more akin to like a laboratory or something. I haven't really written the story. It's mostly just non-existent story at the moment. We've speculated what the story is here on stream, but I don't know if we actually know what it is. Artindi does war crime stream. Yes. We'll make some mustard gas. Live on stream. Artindi committed war crimes. What war crimes? Oh wait, I didn't commit war crimes. You said Artindi committed war crimes. War crimes. Yes, I did commit war crimes. For example, look at the mid-bay from Among Us. It used to be a red cross there, but now it is green due to the fact a red... Oh, well this isn't supposed to be health. This is supposed to be a plus sign. It's not a red cross. Don't sue me, red cross. It's a plus sign. It's obviously a plus sign. Violates the Geneva Convention. I see what you're talking about now. Stardew Valley had a red plus, now it's blue. Lame. Stupid Geneva Convention. It's a pretty universally known symbol for medical whatever. So I feel like they would want that to be promoted in video games, because then people will recognize it as somewhere where they can receive medical treatment. Yeah, we should change it. don't know why they'd care about my game though. It's not gonna be that big. Make it a little teeny tiny cross. Oh, that's like literally a cross. There we go. Or we could do there. Will that work? I think it might work. The symbol for more. Along us. Just make Robo Blockhead. Robo Blockhead. We should do like, I don't know. Let's see, let's look up icons for more. Icons for more. Now, of course. Look! No, it's not red. I guess we could just do circles. Icons for increase. Well, that kind of works, doesn't it? I could just do it like a ×2, because literally the number of enemies gets multiplied by 2. Do x2. Wabbit. What is the symbol even for? This symbol is supposed to represent that you will run into more enemies. So if you save this person, then the next run there'll be about double the number of enemies. I don't know if the icons are this important. Nah, not really, but kinda. We want to cue the player in on what's going on without spelling it out for them, literally. Like, we don't want to have text show up somewhere and be like, this is what's gonna happen. Though we might end up having to do something like that. It could be cool though to have, like, imagine with me that we after you save someone, the screen fades to black because you're gonna restart now, and then some text appears, slowly fades in. It says something like, the environment shifts, or I don't know, or like, you feel a tingle in the air. Dun dun dun. Yes, I typed out the dots instead of just drawing it. Don't judge me. You feel a tingle in the air. The robots are stronger now. I think that'd work pretty well. What do you think? When you click it, there is a name, I think. The player wouldn't know what the X2 is for. That's true. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I had a instinctive feeling it wasn't gonna work, but I was still gonna draw it out anyway, just in case. Let's draw a symbol for like robots. If we do like That's what I tried before. Let's see. Let's look one up. Robot icon. Yeah, this is what I was going for. Something like this. There, there's two. Something that gets psyched from original Wolfenstein. I don't know what that is. Robot next to the X2. Maybe robot times 2. So instead of drawing 2 robots, we just do. Well, it's not exactly times 2 though, and we might have to adjust how many there are. So we might not want there to be an actual times 2, because that could be 2. So we use this, and then draw an arrow. I don't know, because this one's supposed to be like robot health gets increased. I feel like we could just draw a heart though. With a heart with an arrow. Maybe. A robo head and X2 next to it. No, the second robot was better. The second robot was better? Huh. Have you played Undertale? I have not played Undertale. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Enjoy that sandwich, Green Master. Share some. Send me one. No, this was earlier in the stream where we were talking about Undertale. Yeah. OBS Studio notification. Did I get an OBS Studio new? Wait, did I just miss it? Up arrow with 2 heads. So I like add an arrow here too. There's my arrow. It's too. There's not enough pixels. I think we could do that. Just have something like this, and goodbye. But then we'd say something like, if you pick the one that makes the bots have more health, then it'd just be a little message that say the bots are stronger now, and that's it. It would just say that, and then you go on. No, I mean like this. Watch every trailer for Undertale. I cast permanent wet. Oh, he didn't cast it all the way. You feel a tingle in the air. It fills you with determination. So you think instead of an arrow like that, which looks like progress, it should look like this. I think I agree. Maybe it doesn't need to be quite so big. And then maybe we could do the same over here. Just use that. I think that'd work. What a good idea, Xara? Did I get that right? Xara. Oh yeah, this one is supposed to be longer paths. That one should be easy. Oops. Yeah, we'll leave it. So all we're doing is, boy, I could just like draw a line like this. And then break up the line. Like that. Artindi, message idea time. Buffed HP. Somehow the air becomes denser. Double enemies. You feel a sense of deja vu. Bigger bombs. A shockwave floats in the air. I see. So buffed HP. Somehow the air becomes denser. Double enemies. You feel a sense of deja vu. Bigger bombs. A shockwave floats in the air. That could be good. I mean, they'll figure it out too just by playing, because it'll happen. But we want to communicate it as clearly as possible, as quickly as possible too. So for the deck screen, I have an idea. You can be quotes like, "These MFs started using bigger bombs." Oh, that could be cool. Instead of it just being like a notification, it could be like. It could be like the story being told, and then they started using bigger bombs, right? Or it could be like, just when I thought I was getting the hang of things, ... they started moving faster. I don't know. So it'd be like, it's dark and these are your thoughts, you know? I also shy away from relying on text to communicate things in a game, though. But it doesn't hurt to add that as well. As long as the player can fully understand it, even without the text, then text is fine. There's no problem with it. But if I rely only on text to communicate with the player, then I think I'm falling short. Oh, we could even set it up to be like, you know, I just realized there's a faster way to do that. I'm gonna undo it just so I can show you guys there's a faster way. I could just take this, turn this off, and then hit there. Duh. We could also have like a two-part message, because it could be like, now that I gave up my speed, because it's also, you lose an ability, you know, like, now that I gave up my speed, they started using bigger bombs, right? Oh, wrong color, right? So the first half would be that line would trigger based on what ability you lose, and the second half would trigger based on the difficulty of the terrain increasing, or the environment. Can you watch Undertale Kickstarter trailer? No, I'm not gonna do it. What is that turret one? Does that buff turret enemies or? Yes. So it's a turret fire rate. That's what it's supposed to be. Where'd it go? So this one's supposed to be the turrets fire faster. I don't know if it's the best, but that's the best we got so far. You got a codec call from the person you saved. More enemies, funny idea. Mechanism's word. Suddenly the machines printed a copy of themselves. This place is terrible. That's pretty good. What kind of program is that? This program? This is a Sprite. It is a pixel art program. It's probably the best pixel art program out there. You can get it on Steam for 20 bucks. You can get old versions of it for free even, and it's still like pretty decent pixel art for the old versions. I just changed jobs to a marketing job, and I purchased a Sprite for my computer at work so that I can have something to edit pictures and stuff for my marketing job, because you can use it not just for pixel art. I use it for other things too. So before you do this, we should probably draw the people, because they can also communicate the changes in the environment. That's true. Yeah, it could be instead of this, it could be like, why did you save me? Now you're gonna have to deal with this. Or it could be, thanks for saving me, but just so you know, this is gonna be harder now. I don't know. All good ideas. Watch Undertale Kickstarter trailer. No, I won't do it. It's good. Could add a spinning arrow next to the thing, similar to reload instead of the arrow thing. So maybe let's see if there's enough pixels to do it. Like that. Not a lot of pixel space for arrows. Oops. Ta-da! Sorry if I'm missing anybody's chats out there. I'm not the very best at... If it's important, put it up again. Why not use Photoshop for photo edit? Because I suck at Photoshop. Plus, don't you have to pay for Photoshop? I think you have to pay for Photoshop, and I don't got money for that. That's not bad. Let's move this up like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, if I had more pixels, I could show a lot more here. Which technically I do have a lot I do have more pixels, because this whole thing I think is 3 times smaller than what we actually see here. Because then it expands to full screen like this. So technically there's a whole lot more pixels there, but we're just zoomed in a lot. But that might, if I do that, we won't have proper pixel ratios, or whatever the terminology is. Watch Undertale Kickstarter. No! Now that's an idea. Black screen, you save another one. You saved another one. Cost your speed. Oh, you saved another one, but the cost was your speed. Turret shooting into a portal. Nuh-uh. It's arrows. It's not a portal. It's arrows. We need a better symbol for the floor hazards, because the floor hazard is a saw on the ground. Might could reuse this again. So there's, let's see, there's 5 different types of hazards, 4 robots and a floor hazard. What we could do is alter the design of the actual robots. So like, here's this one. It's just a circle. But the art looks like, I'll turn these off so we can look at it. So there's not much to the art. It's mostly just that. But we could add a symbol on its back that represents this type of enemy. And then same with the cannon, same with the bomb cannon, same with the path bot. We could add like a little symbol attached to them. And even the floor hazards, which, let's see, what did we end up calling those? Just floor hazards, right? I don't know what I called it. Danger floor, that's what we named it, something stupid. So we could add a symbol to these as well, or maybe to their closed version, because there's this. It'll look like this when it's closed, and we could add a symbol onto it, you know, and then maybe have the same symbol on the open ones. But that way we could come up with whatever symbol we wanted, and then just put the symbol here, right? And then, except for these two, these ones will have these symbols because they'll still show, because they're not attached directly with any one particular hazard. And then instead of having these convoluted and inconsistent symbols, we could just have the symbol of the robot, and it'll be a little bit more immersive as well, you know? That's a really good idea. Thank you. I'm full of them. I assume you're talking about the idea I just had just now. I never understood what a roguelike is, other than every indie game supposedly being one. Well, let me tell you. A roguelike is a very, very particular type of game, and a roguelite is basically the same game but a little bit more liberal. So I just call them all roguelikes because that's what they are. Basically, they're run-based games where you play, you can't save it really. You just play till you die or win, all in one round at a time. So it's run-based. I don't know if I even have any examples ready to go off the top of my head. But let's find some. Let's see. Roguelites. We're going to look up roguelites just because people will tag their games for that. So let's see. Hades. Cult of the Lamb. That's not really a roguelite. It sort of is. There's some run. Risk of Rain. That's a famous one. Wow, it's not really showing very many. There's what's the one where your head's on fire? Vampire Survivors. That's a roguelike. So you play it till you win or you lose, and then you try again. Slay the Spire. Yep, you just play till you lose, and then you try again. So it's Spelunky. That's a good one. Dead Cells. That's a roguelike. And the point of a roguelike is that they're typically very difficult. They have a high skill ceiling, and you're trying to build your skills rather than just memorize a set of moves, right? Because it's also going to be randomly generated. Another key component to roguelikes is it's randomly generated. You don't know what's going to happen. So, and you don't know what items you're going to get or what combinations you might find with abilities. So your progress is based largely on randomness and skill. So the more skill you have learning about all the different components, or Noida is another good one. I actually have Noida. Noida, you get spells. You collect spells as you play through kind of a dungeon. You try to go deeper and deeper into a cave, and as you go, you collect spells that can combine together to make really powerful synergies. Or sometimes you just got bad RNG and you get kind of lame stuff. But based on your skills, and your knowledge, you can combine those to be better. And you only learn that by playing it a lot and a lot and a lot. On paper, roguelike sounds kind of bad since permadeath was insane RNG. With insane RNG seems bad, but it just works, especially with the insanity of games like Risk of Rain 2 with no balancing whatsoever. Make a game about chicken tacos. Maybe. I'm switching from Unreal Engine to Godot because of you. Because of me? Cool. Godot is pretty cool. TVOI it has an end, but it's roguelike. Yeah. So I just refer to any run-based game as a roguelike because it just makes sense to me. And roguelite is hard to say. Everybody just thinks you're saying roguelike anyway because they mishear you. The difference is roguelike is an extremely exclusive type of roguelike. It has to have 8 specific components. One is it has to be top down, it has to be a dungeon crawler, it has to be turn based, everything has to be randomly generated. There's a few others I can't remember for sure, but it has to have these components. But most roguelites that we see today aren't necessarily turn based, and so if it's exactly the same except it's not turn based, then it's technically a roguelite. Or if it's exactly the same and it's not randomly generated, or if it just isn't top down, then it's technically a roguelite, but and not a roguelike. But I think that distinction is kind of lame. Just all run-based games should just be referred to as roguelikes, in my opinion, because it's too confusing. Nobody actually understands the difference between roguelite and roguelike. Even Mark Brown didn't quite understand it. And so most people, because they watched Mark Brown, believe the difference is only progression outside of like external progression, right? So one of the games that has external progression is, I can't remember what it's called, so I'm going to look it up here. I believe it has external progression. Well, that didn't work. Apparently I'm signed out. I used to have it right here. It's that game with Into the something. Dang, I can't remember. Into the Breach. That's what it's called. End the Pole. It's Into the Breach. It has external progression. Or what's the night? Rogue Legacy has external progression. So you play till you lose, but then you have to start all the way over. But depending on what things you've done, you might have some extra ability or some extra thing that you can add to your next playthrough. So you become slightly stronger next time you play. So it's still run based, but you increase your ability over time. And most people believe that's what a roguelite is. But that is not necessarily true. That's just a component of a roguelite. But that's not actually what makes a roguelite. A roguelite is just not a roguelike. That's that's all it is. And then a roguelike is really specific. So most run-based games are roguelites and not roguelikes. I don't know. I'm probably just rambling now, but hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, let's do just the symbols, and we could just come up with some random symbol. It can look something crazy. 89 and 10%. YouTube can't do maths. It's broken. Is Pong a roguelike? Pong is not a roguelike because you play it against another person, I believe. Actually, technically, you could say it's a roguelike because it's run-based. You could even say Minecraft is a roguelike, technically, because it's a run-based game. Like, you play it till you kill the Ender Dragon. Well, actually, no, it's not true, because it doesn't have permadeath. If you die, you'll respawn at the bed, so that's not true. It's not a roguelike. A key component to roguelikes, though, is permadeath. You have to, you have to start all the way over at the beginning for it to be a roguelike. Both roguelike and roguelite. You start completely over. I'm joking, there are no games called Light the Rogue. Is Minecraft Pocket Edition a roguelike? As long as there isn't... if there's permadeath in Pocket Edition, then yes. Artindi, gameplay? Gameplay of what? You want to see the gameplay of this game? Look at my huge attack. Inverted roguelike, so we're starting out with all the abilities. Full power, full speed, everything. So I'm really strong. But then if I get through to the end, then I lose one ability that I get to choose. But in this game, the main thing that defines a roguelike is it's permadeath. It's a run-based game. You try till you die, and then you try again. And so I have permadeath in my game. If you lose, you start all the way over. You don't get to start over on the round you were last on. If you make it, 5 rounds and you got 2 rounds to go and you die, then you don't get to just try again with the last 2 rounds. You have to start all the way at round 1. And yeah, otherwise there's not a whole lot else that's similar to a roguelike. Besides, yeah, it's not even really truly randomly generated. All these rooms are handcrafted, and then randomly chosen which room will come next until you get through five rooms. Or 5 sections, because some sections have multiple spaces that you could call a room. Oh, I remember this now. Oh yeah, so you've seen this in past streams or video somewhere? It was shown in my video where I talk about naming conventions for games. See, we made it. So now we can pick somebody to save. And depending on who we save, the environment will get harder, and depending on which key we save them with, our abilities will lose an ability. So if I use this key to save this person, there'll be more floor hazards and I'll move slower. Let's check it out. I'm so slow. And there should be, yep. Before it was just this one, but now there's that one and that one as well. Which I can still get through this if I jump. But yeah, it's just a little more inconvenient. Boy, slow sucks. Never pick slow first. But at least I still have a huge attack. My attack speed is still really good. And I still have a crit. And I still have a shield. And a revive. Yeah, free money Discord on every video description. It is. For my videos? Yeah. Is there a community Discord? Oh, you're answering that guy's question. Yeah, this is why I suck at streaming, because I don't read chats very well. I get free money from Artindi. Let's go. Did ya? You're welcome, I suppose. Would you watch streams more often to stay updated? Oh, I should watch streams more often. I thought it was a question. Let's see, I suck at reading. Oh, I survived. Oh, no damage. Nice. I thought I would have broken my shield there. Symbol idea: 4 bomb lasers. Ha. Ha. Funny. Fun. Okay, we should work on that actually. Let's quit getting distracted. We'll focus. Okay, we need... we're going to scrap everything except for these two. I think we'll keep those like that. But these ones, we need 5 symbols for each of the different hazards. Let's make a new sheet for that. And it looks like they're going to need to fit on... Well, actually, we just copy that size. Wow. Keep a steady hand here. Okay, so we need 5 symbols that will fit on this large of a space. All right. Watch the Undertale PS4 trailer. Are there actually trailers for all these different things? Do you have a name yet for this game? The working title is Cost, spelled with a K. Get distracted. Make me. Yeah, you gotta say something better than that to distract me. It's not too hard though. Like, it's pretty easy to distract me. But Mr. Streamo, will this game feature sound? It will eventually. We're gonna add the sound later though, just because I feel like listening to it over and over again as we play test will become jarring. And so we're gonna wait a little bit before we add sound and music. Gotta go now because I remembered I'm in a game jam. Oh, well, good luck. Good luck with your game jam. Is it the Pirate Software game jam? I know that one like started recently. Maybe it's still going on. I don't know. But I guess you're leaving, so you're not gonna be able to answer. Food. I'm drinking water. Okay, so we could do, actually, let's look up like unusual symbols. Just for some inspiration. What are these? Can't even read them. They're so small. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Moon. Hard to tell. Uranus, Saturn. I've heard people are starting to pronounce it Uranus. Artindi, yeah, there are trailers for every single release on device it had. That's funny. Probably smart though. How to Fail Guy. What's up? Mary Zavan, welcome to the stream. I'm taking a lot of notes and recently failed. Can you jam? Oh, is that the jam that was going on? I'm glad I could help you fail. I'm here for you. Whenever you need some bad advice, I got your back. Although sometimes I try to give good advice, you know. Yeah, these are kind of cool, except I can't represent that with pixel art, so that's not going to work. Are these the Stargate symbols? Actually, let's look those up. Stargate symbols. The Stargate symbols. Look at this bigger. Open image, new tab. I can't read it. It's too blurry. Stupid. Here we go. They have names? That's crazy. What are these? Oh, these are all the different Jaffa, I think. This one is this one. That one's Teal'c, isn't it? Or no, he's this one. Some of these look really stupid. How would you like to have a swan on your forehead? Food machine fixed finally. Nice. Living on the edge with that live Google image search. That's okay. I'm searching appropriate things, and I believe safe search is on, so we'll probably be fine. Yeah, I don't think I want Stargate symbols. Let's go for like fictional symbols. Yeah, we could do something like these, you know. Let's narrow it down even more. Pixel art symbols. I like this walking block. What? I hate Uranus. Why is it only planet in Greek? Whole rest is Roman. Oh, is that so? I'm Greek, and here we call everything by Greek names. Aren't they going to get blocked by YouTube? Um, I don't think so. Maybe. Does that happen? That'd be silly if it does. Let's see. Yeah, these all kind of suck. Once I added pixel art, and then it's just like it gave me a whole bunch of other crap. So let's take that off. Here we go. We'll do Avengers on one of them. We'll do Tolkien on another. The Mockingjay on a third one. Get a little bit of Batman going on. Radiation. And some Doctor Who. That's 5. That should do us. Except, I don't know, maybe we should swap out Radiation for X-Men. That'd be a little cooler. Blocked by YouTube was talking about posting links on the stream chat. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, I think it won't allow you to post links on stream chat. Which is wise, but sometimes it's kind of lame because people want to share links that are actually helpful or harmless. But there's also people that share links that are very not. Yeah, something like this. I think we could do something like that. Let's see. What if we just like let's do this. Let's do something silly. There's our symbols. I need one more though. There we go. All done. You could mirror them and draw some Rorschach blotches. That could be good. Okay, well let's take what we have here and make them a little bit more intentional. This one, excuse me. This one isn't inspiring at all, so I'm just gonna try it again. How's that? How's that? There. What do you think of them? What do you think of them apples? Symbols. Just made them. Watch the Undertale PS4 trailer. We need to see all the Undertale trailers. No. I'll get copy struck for sure. Do a shape that vaguely resembles something, then draw it again with a more thought of shape, not thing. I kind of think these work already. But I want to add a bit more there. Absolutely random because they were originally random, and then I just fine-tuned them to make it look intentional. So I don't know, what do you guys think? You think that works? The symbols are kind of small for the big rectangular screens. I think bigger symbols or smaller screens. That's fair. We could shrink the size of the screens. We do have to keep the symbols small though, because we have to be able to copy paste them We have to be able to put them on the different things. Let's actually open them up here. So we need to be able to put them on, for example, the floor hazard. So here's the closed floor hazard. I need to be able to do this and put it like right there. Let's see. Maybe we will need them a little bigger. That kind of works and adds a little bit of texture too. I don't know if it's very noticeable though. People will overlook it the first few times. Maybe it needs to be a little brighter. What do you think? Neon lights music goes hard. Possibly. What are these symbols for? So the symbols are supposed to represent the different hazards in the game. That way we can communicate to the player when they reach this room, that when they save somebody, the hazard will become stronger. We're trying to represent how the hazard becomes stronger, but I think we're just going to represent the hazard with a random symbol, like these. But let's see, if I were to make this more of a, like a, I don't know, I think it should maybe be red, but like a painted red, you know. Oops. Oh, it's just gone now. Let's see, go like this. I'm doing it backwards. Let's see, I need to make this transparent and then go red and do a transparent red here. Oh, I'm doing it all wrong. I need to do it like on a layer so I can get the effect that I need. Just delete it and then do another layer. Wrong button. Layer. And let's grab red. Oh, we need the symbol actually. Like that. Let's see. Let's find out. Didn't you watch the Undertale Kickstarter trailer? Make me. Was it actually a Kickstarter game? I didn't know it was a Kickstarter game. If there's gonna be 7 of these splotches on one of those textures, then yeah, they need to be kind of small. And there it is. That definitely sticks out. I think that works. They'll be like, huh, that's kind of funny, and it's unique enough that when they finally reach the end room and they see that on, which one would it be? This one. Then maybe they'll know what's going on, you know? I think that'll work. So now let's try finding one of the enemies and adding it to, let's do the charger. 3. Then we'll take the that one, why not? Crap. Let's see what it looks like. It might work. Like the first version that just used this slight shine, the red can be distracting with how many hazards the player has to pay attention to that are also red. Maybe that's true. Maybe it should be more of like a white or something. I think it would blend better on the... Of course, then we don't see a single one of the or what we're looking for. Anybody? Nope. Yeah, maybe white would be better. I want it to be noticeable enough that they'll see it. Oh, and then I kill the one that we're looking for. Yeah, there we go. I mean, you can see it for sure. If I make it white on the robots, though, it won't show up. But I think red will be fine because it's supposed to look like a hazard. But maybe on the ground, it should be that. It should just be this. But maybe we can go just a touch lighter, so it stands out a bit more. But on the robots, I think red is fine because they're supposed to be an enemy. So, what do you guys think? The Roomba symbol. Oh, catch you later, Leapic. Sorry if I said bye after you were gone. That'd be a shame. AMC Bits, how's it going? I didn't say hi when you first showed up. When Artindi made How to Fail at Failure, I started making worse games. This is somehow his fault. Watch the Undertale Kickstarter trailer. Oh, yeah, I already read that. No Galumba lore. Here's idea. With people, you save some props and lights because more shining to show it powered up. Hard to not agree with. 360 sword scope? Yes. Super Matt Cat, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so you start out with a 360 sword ability, but then you can lose that ability, and then it's just in front of you. Tweak, tweak, tweak. Or you could lose your reach, and it's a 360 still, but it's not as far. Or you could lose both and be weak. Weak sauce. Originally, I wasn't going to have the environment become stronger. It was just going to be... it was just going to be losing abilities, and the environment would always stay the same. But I felt like there was more variety in the player's choices by letting them choose how the environment becomes stronger as well. So that's what we did. Yeah, it can be red on the hazards themselves, but on the ground the slight shine is good. I think it was sufficiently noticeable the first time because people are going to notice little symbols on tiles. I think you're right. I noticed them later, or notice them later, which is also good. Yeah, it's true, and honestly, when you play a roguelike, you don't always notice everything the first time, but you pick up on things as you become better. So, and I don't think we need to explain a whole lot more than that, and they'll quickly figure things out. But let's get the rest of these enemies up here. Pathbot. Agree. Open. Let's just open all of them right now. Cannon. Agree. And the bomb cannon. Agree. Oh crap, I don't know which. I think it's this one. There's not really a good spot to put it though, because the center is supposed to be where the bomb comes out of, and we never actually finished drawing that. So that's kind of awkward. But these guys, we can do it easily enough. So let's go. I think this one would be a good one for the bomb cannon because it kind of looks like missiles. So we did that one. That one. We'll do this one for the charger because the the path box. The charger's small, or the pathbot's small. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, it'll fit. Perfect. It's perfectly. Except, let's make it the same color as this. Nice. And then this one will be the bomb, or just the regular cannon. And then we'll just put on the center for now. Maybe we'll have to redraw it later. But we'll take this, put it right here. Let's see what it looks like. How to increase the release date further, make achievements for each level of beating it with the worst range in your weapon. That does sound like some extra stuff. Yeah, okay. So now there's a little symbol on each one of them. So not only, I think that's the best strategy, because not only does that add some, it adds communication to what's getting stronger, but it also adds some variety to the design of the enemies, you know? Any thoughts? When are you adding Chill's crying? What? What's Chill's crying? What you talking about, bruh? The game could use a custom larger sprite for the mouse cursor, though. Oh, yeah, it's true. I think a custom larger sprite for the mouse cursor would be good. You don't really need to see where the mouse is. Oh, I guess you do if you're going to be facing different directions. So yeah, custom mouse sprite will be a good thing to do. Let's add that to the to-do list. The almighty to-do list. We did the destroyed enemy animations actually, so we can delete that. Add custom mouse sprite. There we go. I've only just joined. Welcome, Jordan. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? What are you working on? Discord to-do list. Oh, let's see. I just translated that. Discord do list. Beautiful. That's what we're going to call it from now on. The Discord do list. Yeah. I think this symbol idea is definitely going to work. Let's copy these over to... Let's see, that's the charger. Charger, and we can make these screens a little smaller if we feel like it's not gonna work. And then the next one is the cannon, which is this one. We have bomb cannon. And then the floor hazard. Last but not least, pathbot. Oops. There we go. That looks a little bit more immersive. I like it. Yo, Artindi stream. Hey, Priwatne. How do you pronounce that? I gotta know. Mazevin, can you check it out? Check what out? Oh, what am I checking? There's a cool free tool called Trello, by the way. I've tried Trello actually. It's cool, but I always just end up not using it because it's just an additional thing that I have to log into and remember to use. I can see why it'd be very useful, especially for a team, because everybody can access it and you can mark who's working on what and everything. So it's definitely a useful tool. But being by myself, I was using Trello and I was like, Why am I doing this? I needed something a little bit more simple and in a program that I already use. That way I didn't have to log into one extra thing, because that's just gonna mean I'm not gonna log in and use it. So yeah, I plan to get sound effects royalty free from the internet, and then just changing them. Or no, I should live what I preach and just burp into the mic. Yep. It's gonna be like this. Yeah, that seems pretty good, doesn't it? I have a text document for a to-do list. Yeah, that's like having a piece of paper. It's just digital. Fair point, fair point, fair point. Can't imagine game theorists spending ages decoding these symbols. Ah, yeah. See, a little bit of immersion, a little bit of like, what does that mean? Where does this come from? What is the origin of this? And they'll be looking into like Chinese and ancient Egyptian and whatever else. And it'll be like, yeah, I just kind of randomly put pixels down, and there we go. Add crappy sound effects as a toggle on in settings. You guys have said that before, and I think it's a good idea, but only after the game's done. This is actually so good that it should be an option. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, but also bad at the same time. Okay, now these, what would be really cool is if we could also have a random symbol, but somehow maybe change the world environment so that it makes sense. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. I think we're just gonna leave it like these for now. They're non-symmetrical though, which is kind of annoying. Maybe we need to make this heart a little bigger. Give it some heart. Oops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4 now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it works. Centered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's odd, but works. Let's move it up 1 though. I kind of want to just give it a random symbol. It's just unattached, and then people will figure out what's going on when the robots are harder to kill, and there's more of them. What do you guys think? I have a text document for it to do. Oh, I read that. Fair point. This is actually so good. Rereading stuff. Praise be to the notepad. Undertale reference. Wow, we're really getting a lot of Undertale references here. We've been talking a lot about Undertale. Look up Barmac scripts for free symbols. Bramic scripts. I read it wrong. I read Barmac. Bramic scripts. Oh, interesting. It's kind of random. This is how you laugh evilly. Bah! Bah! This is how you sing. La 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 la. This is how you see someone off. Ta-ta! This is how you tease somebody. Nah. I'm pretty good at learning new languages. This is how you... This is another way to laugh, but not evilly. Haha. Yep. Nailed it. I basically speak this language now. This is how you show surprise. Gah! Alright, this works too. Anyway, we have like so many tabs open now because I keep going to every time we look up inspiration or references, I open a new tab and then drag it down into this screen. How to fail at evil laughs. Thoughts on anarcho-capitalism in the Icelandic Commonwealth? Afraid I don't have any. How to fail at evil laughs. Sorry about that. Man, I love being able to read these. 144p stream quality. Oh no. The internet. Let's scooch this over one. I think that will look a little better. I think it'll also help once we add like actual lighting to these things because they look really flat and boring. Oh. 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 There we go. Oh my goodness. There. That's how British people spell Did some real terrible scripts like Polish dz. Oh yeah, we were gonna do that. You guys distracted me successfully. Congratulations. So I think instead of these symbols, we're going to do the same thing we did before and just come up with random symbols, and then the player will just learn what those do. They'll know that something happened and the power is being rerouted, and they'll find out when they choose them. So that's what we're gonna do. Looks like a dog. I failed. It's a little bit better. Let's move it over though. There we go. Oh. Ta-da! That's pretty cool. I like that. I like this idea. This is way better. Look up Tibetan script. How do you spell Tibetan? Tibetan script. Boy, that's kind of cool looking. Holy moly. That's dope. I don't know how to write like that. Sick. Wow. I think that one looks really cool. That looks so cool. Instead we get like things like English where the symbols are like lame. Almost looks like Lord of the Rings. Look at these wavy things. Wonder what those are. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, good distraction. Don't look up anything. Look up chants of Sinar. We're good. Look down instead. That should be how it should be said. Look down this thing. Okay, let me look it down. And then when you need to remember something, don't forget to note this up. When are we going to do that again? Next Saturday. Okay, I'll be sure to write that up. Okay, we made progress, believe it or not, because it took a lot of thought. It was mostly just trial and error, I think. I gotta go bye. Okay, catch you later. Thanks for hanging in the stream, Deeble. Glad to have you here. You were here from the very beginning, too. That's a couple hours. Impressive. But catch you another time. Artindi, fall the stairs. Would it be fall up or fall down the stairs? It would be fall up, except people have been known to fall up the stairs. I won't say who, because we don't want to get political, but it has happened. Anyway. It was mostly trial and error. We didn't actually get, like, a lot of tangible progress done. I haven't gotten a lot of tangible progress done, but a lot of theoretical progress done, because look what we did. We came up with these symbols. We spent forever trying to come up with different symbols. I wasn't happy with them. I was like, these will work, I suppose, but I was not happy with them. I'm happy with this. I feel very satisfied with this. So that's definitely good. So stream ends at 1 a.m. I don't know. Stream ends just when we feel like ending. It goes on until I either get too hungry or bored or tired or have to work on something else. Or my social media just plummets. I don't know. I'm an introvert by trade. Anyway, that's really good. But I think we need to add like the chords on the floor. We're gonna have to change this depending on how we implement it in the actual scene, because we have to make it so that the people and the tubes will disappear. So after you select somebody to save them, then the front screen, which is on a different sprite already, will disappear, so that'd be easy. But I think the back also needs to disappear. So this sprite has the back, but then there's also the sprite for the front, which is, I think it's an environment, end room. Yeah, so it's right here. Agree. So this tank placeholder, this is the front half of the tube. And right now we have the back half of the tube in the scene, but I think it needs to be a separate sprite. That way, when a person is selected and they're not there, so when you visit the room on a subsequent run during the game, then the person you saved won't be there, and neither will the tube. So this sprite has to be on a separate thing. But then we also need to decorate this room a lot more. We need to draw this thing, which probably will need to be on a separate sprite as well. We could probably even just do that right now. We'll move it over. There we go. We're gonna save this. Save as foreground. Well, I need to name it appropriately. Ability. Armband. PNG. Save. And then this scene, we're going to remove this. And save as. It's no longer going to be called placeholder. It's going to be called what? Tubes. We'll call it the end room, because this will hold most of the art for that end room. End room background. No, I need a PNG. Save. maybe add the shine to the glass, like the metal parts. This is the back panel of the glass. We might add some shine to it, but right now the front part of the glass has the shine on it. And so in scene, you do get an effect of the glass. Alright, so here's what it would look like without the front panel. Maybe we need a little bit of a shine on the opposite side on the back panel, back behind here. Because there would be reflection through the water on the other side, probably. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just kind of a filler background that maybe just needs a little bit more. And then this, obviously, the dude sitting in there is just a placeholder. We're going to draw 7 unique people for you to save. I'm going to add a little bit of character. So stream ends at 1. Oh, no. I read that. John Beavis would be a bad reference. Don't look him up. That would be stupid. I won't. I agree. How long is the project now? This project? How long is it? What do you mean? Like how long until it's done, or how long have we been working on it so far? So far, it's been I guess a couple months, and I feel like it's not going to be long till it's done. I mean, we're making a lot of progress every time we stream. Although I'm really almost only working on it in stream. I haven't worked on it very much outside of that. If I'm not streaming, I'm not really working on any games right now. Anyway, and that's kind of why I'm streaming, so that I can actually make progress on my games and not feel like I'm neglecting the YouTube side of things. So he will never draw 7 unique people. Oh yeah? Yes I will. Nuh-uh. You don't know that. How long are all the graphics in pixels? How long are all the graphics in pixels combined? What? How, like size-wise or time length-wise? What? How long are the graphics in pixels combined? I don't know. Is this the same game as last time you streamed? Yes. Flame Bamboo, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Same game that we're working on anyway. Unless last time you saw me stream was when I was playing other games. In which case, no, it wouldn't be any of those. It's the game I'm making. Wouldn't the blue coloration of the back panel be caused by the liquid in the tube? Yeah, and that's why I just drew 2 blue, because that's supposed to be the liquid in the tube. Which I might end up changing it or animating it so that there's a little bit of a liquid, and then we'll animate bubbles completely separate as well. Maybe coming up from the bottom, or maybe coming up from the masks or whatever contraption is attached to the people. So I'll make some kind of bubble animation as well, separate from the rest of the sprites. So it's going to be multi-layered. We're going to have the front panel, the person, maybe a separate sprite for the water, the back panel, which could just be blue for the water, bubbles, which will be its own layer as well. The people themselves, when we draw them, they could be multiple layers, but I tend to not draw with layers a whole lot. Not intentionally, it just ends up happening. And then whatever's in the actual background, which will be part of the same sprite that we've been working on so far. It's just been one massive sprite. This one, right here. So the background will be part of this sprite, and that's why these tubes here, the backside of these tubes need to be their own thing as well. So, and individual, it can't just be its own thing like this is. I can't have all of them on one sprite. It has to be one of these at a time, because as you save someone, the tube goes away. So, a lot of logistics going into this one scene here. Do you have any tips to design Metroidvania maps? I feel like a lot of the designing a Metroidvania map is done by ear. I haven't really done it myself. I was gonna make one of my games a Metroidvania, and then I just realized it was scope creep, because it was a puzzle platformer and it doesn't also need to be a Metroidvania. And so initially I was planning to make a Metroidvania, and I decided on the abilities and designed the environment largely around what those abilities would be, but then backed out. So not a lot of design was actually done. So I don't know if I have any really good tips. I know you don't want any long backtracking segments, so if you can design your map in a way that it'll loop back on itself maybe, or you get to the point quickly so you don't feel like you're backtracking for forever. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe play a lot of Metroidvanias and look for that specifically. How did they design their maps with their abilities? And I don't know. I think that's my best advice. Analyze Metroidvanias. With the blue coloration of the back panel, I read that. I see the color red. I'm filled with determination. Nice. He only has tips on how not to design them. True. I do have tips on how not to design them. If you want to fail at designing them, obviously make really long dead ends that serve no purpose. That's just annoying. Make it as maze-like as possible so that people can't remember where they need to go. If you do make a Metroidvania map, provide the player with a map as well, especially if it's more complicated. If it's easy to remember, then maybe you don't need a map, but like, yeah. Like I've been playing Rain World, and you can turn on a map in that game. And you need it. It's not a Metroidvania, but the map reminds me of a Metroidvania. It's more like a Souls-like, where you can just kind of go wherever. And stop at basically bonfire save points. And yeah, I think I'm rambling at this point. So right now, I don't feel a whole lot of motivation to continue working on this. So we'll save it for another stream. Probably might have to wait till Tuesday till we progress on this. Normally I do some for fun streams on like Saturday, which is tomorrow. But there is a thing going on tomorrow morning. So if I stream tomorrow, it'll be in the evening. But I feel like I need to get some other work done at the same time. So I don't know 100% if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll do an unusual stream. We won't stream playing games. But we'll just stream more of this. We'll keep working on this because this is just going to take a lot of time. And I do enjoy working on it. Just right now I feel like I need to go do something else because I've been working on it for 3 hours, 4 hours now. I don't know. Well, what is it? 2.5 hours? That's actually not that much. Holy cow. Only no, just 2 hours. So we started streaming at 2. I work better with analog clocks. Let's see, analog clock. Here we go. Open image in new tab. Alright. So we started streaming at 2:30. And right now it's 4:30. It's only been 2 hours? Wow, it feels like it's been like eternity. It feels like it's been like 5 hours. That's crazy. When what's his name left, I was like, catch you later. Oh wow, you even stayed here for like the whole 3 hours we've been streaming. It hasn't even been 3 hours. It's right, like, to the minute right now, it's been 2 hours. And that's it. I feel like I've been streaming for so long. Metroidvania maps must be hard because if you change the abilities the player gets, you need to look back at all the things they needed those abilities for and what things they can now access. Yeah, that's true. You should probably decide solidly on what the abilities are first, play test them plenty with really small maps, and then design your map. That way you don't have to completely change your maps because of the abilities you change. Good tip. That's a good tip. Artindi, would you have any tips for beginning a story? I have already some stories points planned out for my game, but I'm stuck on development because I have no idea how the story should begin. That's going to depend a lot on the story you're trying to tell, and the character. I would look up just Well, it's hard. I would look up how to just write stories in general, not necessarily for even video games. Learn how to tell a story first, and then try to apply that to a video game using the medium that video games can provide, which I think is where people fall short the most when telling a story. Is they'll either resort to telling the story with text or telling the story with video footage, and it's like, I'm not here to watch a movie. I'm here to play a game. I'm not here to read a book. I'm here to play a game. So try to tell the story in the game. Great examples of this are the Valve games, like Steam. No, not Steam. Valve is part of Steam. Like Half-Life or Portal. They tell the story with you being in the game. They don't tell it in another way. They do it through level design and characters just talking around the player, or things that you see in the world around you. So if you can do that to tell your story, that'd be really great. But as far as the actual story, that's a little bit more complicated. So the way you tell the story is that way, but the actual story itself, you just got to learn how to tell good stories initially. Like, you want to introduce the main character quickly. You don't want to confuse the reader, or we'd call him a reader in this case. You don't want to confuse the reader on lots of different things. You don't want the opening sequence to be a dream sequence, because then the reader gets invested in things that aren't actually real. There's a lot of different tips that you can find out there for how to start a story. I'm sure you'll come up with something. Load bearing L in the Google search. What? How's it going, Simcaj1? Oh no, you've been here for a while. I'm sorry. Didn't even realize you've been commenting all this time. I'm the worst. See, I'm the worst. I was like, this looks like a new person. I just never read your username. I'm sure I've been reading your chats though. Or maybe not, because you said you should do bubble particles right now. I read the one after that though. I had a fail at streaming once again. We could do the bubble particles. No, I feel like I need to draw the people before we do the bubble particles though, because how we do the bubble particles and where they come from will depend on what we decide to do with the people. But we'll definitely do it. I suppose I could work on just lighting these while we're chatting. We'll do that. That's easy. Anyway, what else are you guys doing with your lives, or pondering about? What else are you thinking about? If you do like my format though, people have pointed out that Terrible Writing Device is very similar to correction, I'm very similar to Terrible Writing Advice. Technically he came first, but he teaches a lot of great things about writing, and there's also for sure a lot of channels out there where the main thing they talk about is writing novels, but you can take some of those broader tips and apply them to stories in video games. So, yeah, I don't know. Look up Mongolian alphabet and Aldo Old Eiger alphabet. Why? Is it like really cool? I guess we could. Why not? That's it. Mongolian alpha. Are you just like sitting watching the stream, still stuck on looking up alphabets? Is this up and down? Yeah, it's like Japanese. Right, top to bottom. It's kind of cool. It looks cool. Like, it's like all the words are on a line, or each word is on one line at a time. I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe there's a whole sentence there. Maybe that's like a whole paragraph, actually. Like, for all we know, this symbol is like the sentence, I would like to go to McDonald's today, but not tomorrow, because that's too late. And then this, from here to here, is like, I disagree with what you say, and I think we should go to Burger King instead. I mean, who knows? That's how languages work. What happens when you Google analog clocks but forget one L? One L. Well, then you get analog. You get analog clocks. Yeah, like Humbert said, you just get analog clocks. I'm sure it will figure it out. Anyway, let me keep lighting these up. Uh-oh, the music's over. That was 2 hours of copyright-free cozy Nintendo music. If I play something else, then we're going to get copy struck. Super Mario Jazz. We could try that one. It's not long enough. We'll just replay it. Starting over. There we go. Oh, you forgot old Uyghur alphabet. Alright. Alright. It's also up and down. That's pretty cool. That'd be so interesting to like have that be the normal way to read things. Very interesting. And I don't know, see, and it could also be from left to right, like Japanese. Because Japanese starts this way, goes this way. Which actually, that affects the way you perceive the world. When we see a character on screen moving from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, or even just facing that direction, then we get an emotion of progression. At least for English writing people or anybody who reads and writes from left to right, because of the way we read, we get a sense of progression when things move from left to right. But then if you have a character facing right to left or moving right to left, then you get a sense of regression or remembering, kind of like looking at the past kind of thing. So if you want a character to look thoughtful or be considering the things that have happened in a movie, then you could position them on the screen so that they look to the left, so that they're facing left. But if you want a character to look like they're on a journey or making plans or thinking of that kind of thing, then you position them to face to the right. That's why in Lord of the Rings, well, maybe I need to look it up on YouTube. Hang on, just a second. We're gonna find it here. Yeah, maybe this is it. Let's see if this is. Yep. So in Lord of the Rings, when these characters are traveling across Middle-earth, the camera almost always depicts them running from left to right because it gives us a sense of progression. So the camera's always on this side of them so that the audience feels like, we're getting somewhere. Cool, huh? You'll notice that now, from now on, anytime you're watching a movie. Well, you're welcome. Does Godot have built-in 2D lighting? I know Unity has 2D lighting. It does have built-in 2D lighting. Check it out. I have some right here. Right here. See my lighting? You do have to add the sprites to dictate how the lights work. I have a tutorial on it. I think it still works even though it's for an old version of Godot. It's like one of my earlier videos though, so the audio sounds absolutely horrible. But there's other tutorials I'm sure on how to implement. But yep, you can make 2D lights built into the engine. Well, I assume it's built in. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't understand the terminology you're using. But it doesn't take a lot to make them. You just have to add a sprite and then boom, you're good. But you can change what type of lights you have or how they shine based on the sprite you provide. Or even their intensity and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. Put up 5 hours of something interrupted by something. What? That was way too vague. I don't know what you're talking about. Look up Brahmi script. He's still on it. He's still looking up all these texts. Nah, I'm good. I think we've looked up enough scripts today. I appreciate it though. I might look it up in my own time. I do like looking at them. They're really interesting. But I think we need to focus on game development topics. Like playing my own game. Aw, yeah. You should watch Aragorn trips on sword. Oh, is there like what's it, like an outtake of him doing that? Or is that somebody making it? No more scripts, I beg. My eyes can only perceive so many wacky shapes. No more scripts. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be adding a whole lot more code to this. Boom, made it. So one change I want to do, oh, we need to like actually save and update this. Saved and updated. Now let's actually look at it. Let's look at it here. How it's supposed to be seen. Did it not save and update? Oh, because I named it something different, didn't I? So we need to go to. We should change that. It's this sprite. It's just called Sprite 2D. We'll have to rename it to something. Let's call it background. Now let's find it here. End room background. There we go. And then we're gonna add another. Actually, can I just Control D that? And then put in the ability armband. Boom. There. Nailed it. First try. Yeah. There we go. I need to keep working on lighting though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep up the grind. Just copy paste it now. There are videos that are hours of silence interrupted by random noises. Supposedly, they help you get back on track when the noise startles you. Ah. I could see that being useful. But it also, like, it still comes down, ultimately it still comes down to your own willpower. Because the noise could startle you, and then you could just be like, eh, and ignore it. It's a clip from animated Lord of the Rings, insanely goofy. I'll have to look it up. I really ought to like limit what I'm watching while streaming, because then I get copy struck, or at least copy claimed. Like I'm not gonna be losing my channel anytime soon because of these, but I end up sharing any money that I might make from the stream. Not that it's a lot, but every bit counts, with whoever it is that copy struck me, and I just don't care to battle them because I'm really just not making that much money on these streams. Like we're gonna be splitting like 5 cents, you know. Okay, let's make this a bit darker. Right here, right here. Do it here too. Actually, I could probably do that whole wire, make it look like it's kind of behind there. I think here, there. actually not there because the light's coming from this direction. But we can add it down the sides. A little bit of shadow. We'll add a highlight. There we go. Watch it, but don't show it. I need that live Artindi reaction. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna, because I want to be able to hear it. I'm sure the sound is part of it. Was it Aragorn trips or something? Aragorn trips on sword. Oh yeah, it's like that old animated series. Maybe I have seen this. Okay, we're gonna pause this. I'm gonna mute the audio from desktop, but not my own audio. So any sound I make on the computer now you won't hear, but you can still hear me talking. And then we'll watch this. I feel like I've seen this before. I probably have. They're gonna follow the orcs. And this made it into the final cut. And they just went and they just like fully animated it. Hang on, he hasn't tripped yet. They just like the animators, because that kind of animation is I'll turn that desktop audio back on. That kind of animation, they have actors do the acting, and then they go and just like draw over it almost. They're just highly referenced with the actors, live action. So did the actor like actually trip it, and the animator's like, I don't care, I'm just animating. That's funny. We as a community have collectively lowered Artindi's productivity by 25%. Still a net positive, because it would be a 0% without me streaming. Watch it, but don't show it. I need that. Oh, I already read that. Anyway, now that you guys stared at this screen doing nothing for 2 minutes, because I'm such a pro streamer. That was good to watch. It's only for like half a second too. I wonder like if the audiences who watched it originally even noticed. Wait, what? I thought you didn't feel any motivation to keep working on this. Yeah, not really. I'm feeling very demotivated, but I'm still working. Because I'm on stream. See, it's a net positive. If I wasn't streaming right now, I would probably, let's just do it here. I would probably be, I don't know, watching a YouTube video like I just did, but I would have kept watching more YouTube videos. But instead, here we are, continuing progress. Thanks to viewers like you. Ever watch PBS, public broadcasting channels? This production was possible thanks to viewers like you. Back in the day, though, there's actually some pretty good shows on the public broadcasting station. Like Arthur, the Aardvark, classic, or Cyber Chase. That was a good one. You guys remember that one? If any of y'all are old enough, am I showing my age here? Is this all stuff way beyond you? Or what was some other ones? I don't know. I know there are other good ones. I just can't think of any right now besides those two. Those were like the actually really good ones because they're educational for the most part. Also really funny. I don't know. They were good. Sesame Street was good for a long time. It's kind of, I feel like it's gone downhill recent years, but back in my day it was a pretty dope show. The stream was made possible by that one guy who donated €2 that one time. It's true. I should know his name by now, but I'm the worst. But there's been one guy who gets on frequently and donates 99 cents in euros every time he catches me streaming, which is kind of impressive. Okay, this sprite is gonna have to change. So I think this may also need to be separate from the rest of the world. So this, like, not just this. Like, I can't just do the whole lineup. It has to be this for each one of these, because each one is going to have its own symbol, and then these have to light differently based on what's being powered. This is going to have an on and off version, so like it'll be dark like that, and this will be a lot dimmer like that, right? But then when it gets powered on, oh, and this will be here, and this will be here, right? So it's like power's going this way, except maybe we'll make them yellow, so that would make more sense. Right, so power's going that way, but then when you save this person, the sprite will change to this, and then it will light up to look like that. You know? So these need to be their own thing. There'll be 2 frames of each of them, where this is powered and when this is not powered. And then each of those will have to be imported separately and attached and controlled by script. Which frame is on, it'll be controlled by script based on which people are saved. So complicated, but it'll end up looking really good once it's done. And it's not complicated as in oh, I hope this works kind of complicated. It's just a lot of busy work, I think. Just a lot of grind for this bit. Cyber Chase is underrated. My siblings hated it. But you liked it? I think it was good. I think it was really good. It was highly educational. Like, I learned a lot of different logic concepts and math concepts from Cyber Chase. I think mostly they touched on math things, but they did it in such a way that was really compelling and memorable. So I think they did well. That show was well done, for sure. Man, Elmo really fell off. Yeah. Cyber Chase, is it what this game is called? No, Cyber Chase was an old public broadcasting educational video. Wow, they added characters. Yeah, it used to be just these 3 characters. Is it still going? Yeah, it's just those people. And some weird bird dude. Yeah, I'm sure they made games of it. was pretty good. And it had like an overall plot as well, but I don't know. I never actually could keep up with the overall plot because I didn't watch the actual show daily. So I was often very just confused what was going on. So.
There's a little bit of milk in it.
I'm good.
They're blueberry.
I'll eat them later. I'm good. I got offered a blueberry muffin and I denied it. See you later. Can you believe that? Rejected a blueberry muffin. Yeah, I don't know. I went an extra half hour longer than 2 hours. Is that pretty good? Can I be done now? Oh, man. It's not even like I'm physically tired. I'm just like mentally drained. How dare you deny the muffin? I had to. I just wasn't feeling muffin right now, you know? But maybe another time I'll come back. I'm literally I'm doing nothing at this point. Not even drawing anything. Because anything, I don't want to commit to anything that's like long, which changing each of these into their own sprite and grinding through that'd be like another half hour at least, and I just don't want to commit to it. And you guys are well, I'm not gonna say anything because then you'll try to make me commit to it. So I'm just we're mesmerized by watching you click and drag. I know it's I've been doing nothing for the past forever. If I actually like drew the people or something, but my creativity meter has like pooped out because of how much effort we spent trying to make these symbols, and then the actual effort in making the symbols was like nothing. It was just thinking of a way to make it work. But I think it works great now because you get the symbols on the different things. It should be easy to piece together what's going on, you know. If you can see them for long enough. Like I move so fast. I think it works still. And then you get the symbols on these. Oh, we should add it. Okay, we do have to work on one more thing because I'm not satisfied. We need to move this up like so. Then we're gonna copy that and then open we have to go to the opened version. Is it enemies? Oh wait, is it in environment? Floor hazard. Yeah, here's the open version. Oh, we need it here too. There. That way, I think it will show even more what's going on. Then you can definitely see like there's closed ones and open ones. And then when the player does that and sees that there are no more closed ones. Wait, why is that one still down here? What the heck? I moved them all up. Did I not move it up that far? Maybe I need to, I think I need to change this. Hang on, we gotta change this. Hold up. Wait a minute. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong tool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough, or do I need to go further than that? Let's try that for now. One, two, three, four. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong tool again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more. Look up linear A. What is that? Why do I just have to look stuff up? Why can't you guys tell me what it is? Why can't I just be lazy? Come on. Boom. So now I think we can move this up by 1. So it's not just straight up in the corner. And then I'm going to go like this. So we have 1 space on each of these, but then it touches that corner. That way we can try to get it about the same on this one. And we'll find the center like this. There. It should line up perfectly now. See. Let's see. Bubbles should be quick. Should be quick. He just wants to see some bubbles. But don't you think it would be better to wait till the people are drawn so we can better assess how to make the bubbles? Like, create the best strategy for bubble creation. Oh, it's still like touching. Why? Did I not update it? I didn't save it. I just made it and then didn't save it. What? Where's the... Oh, it's down here. So let's close this without saving. And then we'll save this. There. That should work now. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do bubbles, though. I don't know if I should do a particle effect or if I should do a pixel art animation, because everything else is going to be mostly pixel art. You know. I should probably a particle effect. Except, how do you make particles like zigzag? I don't know how to do that. So the bubbles should act bubbly, you know. Yeah, so they can see that one's open, that one's closed. I think that's really great. Beautiful. Got the hiccups. What? Yeah, I think it's a bit late for scripts. For scripts? What scripts? Cumbert, they said they're done looking at scripts. Oh, is that what linear A is? Is that yeah, I think I'm starting to die. I need something more interesting. I don't think the music's helping either. Oh, it like grabbed me. What the heck? It's not a bug, it's a feature. Boom! Made it. Yeah, this is bugged out. I don't know what. Oh, that's because I set it to true. Because we. Okay. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Bug fix right now. It's in the world. I thought it was in world. What? Where is it? Auto loads. Oh, it's called global stats. I thought it was like world parameters or something. Let's see. Large bombs is set to true. It has to be set to false. And then when we go to the end room. Yep. See, now I can select large bombs. Ta-da! So we won't need this text here. This is just debugging text. But eventually we won't need the text here because we won't be communicating that stuff to the player. Oh, the other technical issue that we need to figure out is where the chips are going to go. Like, I was thinking maybe there's a stand that's just right next to the person you save, because they have to take the key out and put it in next to, you know, somewhere that will save the person. So I don't know, like a little piece of metal that comes up a little higher, and then there's a slot in it where you can put the chip, maybe. Or maybe there's a pedestal somewhere. I don't know. I think that's probably the best idea, unless you guys got something better. You guys are often pretty good at coming up with good ideas. The way they saw us spin is a bit meh. See how they look in Hollow Knight, for example. Oh yeah. Saying my stuff is meh. Wow, I just could not get that down there. Spinning saws in Hollow Knight. Why reinvent the wheel? Someone's already done it better. Hollow Knight, the White Palace walkthrough. Oh, is that how they do it? Let's see. Let's watch this walkthrough.
Hey.
Interesting. Yeah, my sprites are literally spinning. That's just an animation suggesting spinning, which it looks really good. I don't know if I can get that same effect with pixel art. I mean, I can, but will it still match the rest of the design of the game thus far? You know? Because so far I have lots of things that are pixel art, but then you can just rotate them. Like the character and all of the enemies. Like all these guys are not locked onto a pixel position. And same with the saw. So the saw is, the sprite is literally spinning. Where if I animate it using multiple frames of pixel art, it will create the illusion of spinning, but it won't have that inconsistent pixel texture that everything has, because they get rotated. See, like even these lines here. Oh, one thing we need to do, if I got distracted while I was thinking about this. One thing we need to do is because we rely on the symbol now to dictate what parts of the environment are getting harder. When you select to make the pathbot's path longer, you can't really tell that it's getting longer. The only way you really knew was because you were selecting it here. So I think what we need to do is set the pathbot's path to be shorter initially, like really short, so that when it does get longer, you really notice it, you know? I don't even know what variable we're going to change. We're going to have to just look a little bit. Let's see. Get target position. No. Spawn chunks. Spew chunks. Spawn smoke. Body entered. That's when it dies. Get crit. On path timer timeout. This is where we instantiate the path. Oh, and the duration of the path is dictated by the path itself. It's not dictated by. So let's open up the pathbot path. So here, if the long path duration is true, then when it drops the path, it's going to stick around for 8 seconds. So we're going to change this to like 2 seconds. So if it's not strong, it's only going to last that long. And then when it is, we'll change it to like, or maybe we could even just do 1 second. Let's do like 1.5, and then we'll change it to 5. It's quite a difference there. Let's see how that looks. Actually, let's do it in the test room. Yeah, I don't have delete, instantiate a path bot. Let's see. Yeah, that's, we could probably even go shorter. We could go to 1 second, I think. Yeah, let's go to like 1 second. No, path bot path. Wow, I got so many tabs open. So let's change this to 1 second. And this can just go 4, I think. We might could even go shorter than that. But let's see. Let's look at it again. Oh, I see what they mean. The saws in your game seem to slow to cause any real damage. I've seen them like 4 times, so I may be wrong. Yeah, well, it could be true. We could try to rotate them even faster. But yeah, there we go. So there's the path. It's hardly long enough to get you, but it's long enough to be annoying. Like, you can't really run past them easily. But once you set the path to be longer, then you'll definitely notice a difference. Yeah, that's annoyingly longer, and I think that will be quite noticeable, especially if you're used to being at shorter because you've played through at least once or maybe even a few times. Then you'll notice that it's that much longer. So I think that's good. I think I need to change the frequency at which it drops paths as well, and that would be done in the actual path bot with the timer, which is set to 1 second, or no, path timer set to 0.2 seconds. Let's set it to like let's do 0.3. We'll see how that looks. Artindi, please, we need lower lookup chance of sonar. Yeah, those are still close enough that you'll take damage. But if I spread them out, then it spawns less of them, which will also reduce lag, but also make it so that each one can have a light sprite. Because for some reason, when it spawns a lot, every once in a while, there'll be one that just doesn't get a light sprite with it. I don't know why. And then it's dead. Chance of sonar. Is that like a song? If this is the song I'm thinking of, if it's a song, and I'll be so grateful because I've been trying to find... Oh, it's a game. There's a song that I heard a long time ago. It was like really intense and epic. And I started typing epic because I was saying that word. Chance of sonar. And I haven't been able to find it because all the lyrics are like in some demon tongue or something. It's just made up words. And I can't look it up. I know the tune and everything, but I can't look it up because I don't know the lyrics. I don't know what it's called either. This looks kind of cool. Oh, you use Godot? I took the free Godot course, and now I know a little bit about it. If I wasn't using RenPy, I would use Godot. Cool. Yeah, I use Godot. It's cool. It's a cool game engine. Can I really call myself a game dev when I use RenPy? I don't know what that is. I gotta look it up now. Welcome to the stream, though. Here, let's pause this. Gotta look up RenPy I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but that's okay. It's a visual novel engine. Interesting. So it just helps you probably chart out different options and paths, import images and stuff. That's cool. Fun stuff. And it is a good question. Can you call yourself a game dev if all you're making is visual novels? Depends, because you can make a visual novel and still have it be a game. It could be a game with visual novel like elements. For example, Ace Attorney is a game with visual novel elements, but it is a game. I'd say it's first and foremost a game, and then with heavy visual novel elements. But then you also have things like Detroit Become Human, which is an interactive story with game-like elements. First and foremost, an interactive story, but then it has game-like elements with it. What's this game about, though? I don't know what it's like. I didn't learn anything about it. It's just a dude walking around with oh, is it a stealth game? Explore. Decode. Is it a puzzle game? Stealth and puzzle? Learn. Play cards. Gamble. Very simple art style. Those lines remind me of Emperor's New Groove. Which lines? Oh, this game is so good. You learn the language over time and write notes for it. Such a cool idea. Oh, interesting. So it's a puzzle-based game where language is part of it. Overwhelmingly positive. Add it to my wish list. Sounds pretty unique. Similar to Mirror's Edge. Really? This is a parkour game? Why would it say it's similar to... That doesn't make... It doesn't look anything like Mirror's Edge. That's silly. Renpei is what Doki Doki Literature Club was made in. Cool. Renpei is a Python tool for helping you write visual novels. So, does it does it help you chart out like choice paths? How do you describe that? Like if you have branching paths in the storyline, I imagine it helps you chart all that out, right? It's just built in. That'd be really convenient, because in Godot, if you use a different game engine to do that, you could do it. It would just potentially be a lot more steps, because Godot is intended to be a little bit more versatile, I think. So, but if you have an engine that's specifically focused on one very specific type of thing, then it'd probably make it really easy. I just noticed I'm like a minute behind. Hope you didn't missing anything after skipping forward a minute. Hope not. Looks like it's about translating the language in the game. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, you learn a fictional language in the game. And that's impressive, though. Like, the amount of things that people will learn while playing a game. But then in real life, there's like, nah, no thanks. And I think that's because education has become very strict. It's not like they turn it into something that's not fun, so people don't want to do it. But like, if you just let people enjoy it, then they'll learn anything, you know, as long as it's enjoyable to learn. Looks like it's about translating the language in the game. Yeah, I read that. Look up Chants of Sonar script. He just wants me to look up more languages. 3 hours in 10 minutes. Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours. Wow. Amazing. Okay, we're going to end at 3 hours, officially. That's what we're doing. Pi, not Ren P. How do you know? Maybe everybody else is pronouncing it wrong, and I'm the first to finally pronounce it correctly. No, I think I have heard of it now that I hear it written out. Or now that I've pronounced it correctly, I think I have heard of it. So that's fair. Let's look at this again. Yeah, see this? I can't click on that one now because it's already been clicked on. So if it was in this state, this would be lit up as it is right now. All the rest would be dark like that. And then the person wouldn't be there and the glass wouldn't be there. And this would be set to like that. But it should be yellow. I'm going to change all those real quick. That's an easy change. We can do that in 10 minutes. Boom. You do it in 4 seconds. Ta-da. Look up chance of sonar. Okay. We'll do it since we're almost done anyway. Chance of sonar script. Is this people trying to translate it? Warrior, impure, chosen, scientist, bellman, go/pass, wait, like/love, push, carry, possess, lay, seek, want, protect, fortress, crate, bottle, weapon, key, sun, moon. They kind of look like them too. Seems accurate to how a real language would work. The downside though is it has to be easy enough that the weak-willed players don't just look up the answers. So if the puzzle is actually figuring out or like translating it, then people will figure it out, post it online like this, and then some noob will be playing it. It's like, oh, I don't want to figure this out. So then they'll just look this up and then just play the game. So, but yeah, it has overwhelmingly positive reviews all across the board. So it's probably solved that problem already. Just something I'm thinking of as I'm thinking about it. Hey, Leapix back. How's it going? Oh wait, no he's not. I'm looking at an old chat. My bad. I beg you, at least draw a sprite for the bubbles. He really just wants to see some bubbles. Okay, here we go. There we go. Bloop. So there's so many ways we could do this. We could like draw many frames to represent bubbles. Like I could make a frame by frame animation, or I could give it its own like I could use in editor animator for Godot and create an animation that way with just a single sprite. Or I could use particle effects. It'd be a lot more. I don't think I can make them do this, but I can make them do something like this. And so they'd float up slowly, probably. Or I think that might be all my options. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else. These are bubbles. That one's brighter. What the heck? Yeah, it's like a lot brighter. Bloop. Not even using the circle tool. This is some high quality pixel art. I know, right? I figured it'd be faster for me to just click those 8 pixels than to come over here, grab the circle tool, and then do that. And yeah, it was a lot faster just to... So much faster. It was actually probably about the same speed. Particles can be animated. 2 sprites of a bubbles shifter left and right. Oh, what we could do, this might be the best solution actually. So we make the bubble, and then we have 2 parts. So we have a particle effect, and all it does is it just makes it go up, right? Like this. But then we also add an animator to the particle effect, and all the animator does is it moves the particle effect back and forth. So the particle effect will make it go like this, and the animator will make it go like this. Or just like this. But then combined together, it will get this effect. That could be good. And then it's just set to be slightly random, so we don't have all the bubbles matching each other. An interesting idea. Bye-bye, Kumbert. Catch you later. It is just about that time to end the stream. Anyway, that's what I mean. Particles can be animated. 2 sprites of a bubble shifter left and right. Yeah. You opened my eyes to the possibilities. So many different ways. I mean, people looking up walkthroughs is true of any game. It is true. I think it's not ideal if people have to look up walkthroughs, or if a large number of people are looking up walkthroughs, then I think you have a flaw in your game design, or at least your game design could be better. Like, maybe it's good still, maybe it's really good, but if people are relying on somebody else telling them the solution, because it's too difficult, or whatever the reason might be, there's tons of reasons, then I think your game has some room for improvement. If people can play the game all the way through without leaving the game, then you have a good game. Yeah, in my opinion. But not always, because you could just have a really easy pants, cozy game, or whatever they call them nowadays. And technically you could win that game without ever leaving it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's fun. So you have to find that balance of having it be difficult and enjoyable because of its difficulty, but not so... this is especially true of puzzles, but not so difficult that they can't figure it out and win the game, you know? So, yeah. So I've played games where you get to a certain section and you're like, what am I even supposed to do? Like, you don't even know what the goal is. And then you have to look it up, and someone's like, yeah, you gotta do this. And I'm like, that's so stupid. Like, why is that even... Yeah. It's... I hate having to look up how to do something out of a game. It's so unnecessary. Got to go. Smell you later, Artindi. Yeah, I'll catch you later. It is time for me to go as well. It's 5:29. We've been doing this for 3 hours now. That last hour we didn't get a whole lot done because I was not motivated to do anything. That's sad. But we still had a lot of fun. I think we had a lot of fun. But, oh, hey, Vivi the Queen, you just joined right as we're ending. Been a fun stream. Thanks for helping me to fail at productivity. I've already procrastinated for a whole hour. Nice. Me too, basically. I could have been off doing something else for this last hour. But either way, it's been fun. Thanks all for joining us. I will catch you on the next stream. Well, I might stream a little bit tomorrow. I think that'd be a good idea. Do a little bit of a development stream tomorrow. Just a relaxed stream. We can maybe do some fun things as well. But... We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Or not. It might be next week. Who knows? But catch y'all later. Sorry to the person who just joined. I just saw the number go up by 1. You, like, just joined, and I'm saying goodbye. Sorry. But stream's over now. Thanks for coming, either way. But, yeah, it's over. He left again. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. I haven't said a single thing this whole time, so bye. Ganondorf. Thanks for hanging out, even though you haven't said anything. It's still fun. It's good. I like lurkers. I like to lurk myself. So Anyway, how to fail at ending a stream. Yeah, all the lurkers start talking all of a sudden. All right. Bye-bye.